Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Angelica Violet if you're new here. Some people on TikTok have been asking about my hair, so I thought it'd be nice if I went on YouTube and actually made like a more in-depth video about how I do my hair, just because on TikTok if you make something longer than 7 seconds, no one gives a fuck, and quite frankly I need more than 7 seconds to explain how to get this beautiful hair. Before we get into this, I want to let you know that I have no education, or I guess I should say formal education on hair. I've been watching like hair YouTube videos for probably like 15 years, so everything I know is because of what I've watched and what I've learned from getting my hair done for so long. I also have very straight hair. My hair is very thin. My hair is thin naturally, but I also obviously bleach my hair, so that makes it a little more thin. My natural hair is kind of this color, but obviously we bleach it, so it's lighter. But I guess that's it. Let's pop into it.
Okay, you're getting a voiceover for this because when I was filming, my washer was going and I don't know how to stop it. So, brush out your hair. This is important because you can't curl your hair if it's a fucking rat's nest. My hair is always greasy, so I'm throwing in some dry shampoo. If your hair is greasy, you're not going to be able to like get that volume you really need in a shag, so make sure like it's not greasy, but it's also not like super clean. And of course, we need to put some heat protectant on our hair. This is just some one that I use, not your mother's. And then, of course, go back in with your spectacular, amazing comb and brush that through. I'm going to section off my hair. I like to do a crown section for the top, and then I will go through and then section like the middle half, and then I will leave the bottom half down because obviously we need to curl the bottom first. Okay, and comb through that shit again, and I was like feeling my hair and I'm like, okay, that's a little greasy spot, so let me put in some more dry shampoo for those areas. And now we're gonna go and start curling. So I like to curl inwards towards like my face framing parts. I feel like most people that have a shag will curl inwards to get that desired look. Sometimes I will straighten the edge of my hair to give it more of like a beachy wave instead of like a full-on curl. And then I try to do every other curl like the opposite way as the before, if that makes any sense. So like the first one goes towards me, the next one goes away. This is like, I don't know, I like this because it separates the curls, because if you have all of your curls or waves going the same way, sometimes they tend to like hunk together. So that's why I try to do that. And then hairspraying sections. If you want to, you can hold your curls so they stay in position. And now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. While I try to do every other different way, you totally don't have to. And sometimes I fuck it up and it doesn't go as planned, but hey, that's hair. And I think the shag is just about imperfection and trying to get your desired look, however that may be. And now I'm going into the second layer, or the kind of middle shaft of my hair, and doing the same process over again. First curl is towards my face, next curl is away, and then on and on and on around the whole side of my head.
Okay, so this is the most important part of the ship, the top, because the top is all about the shag and like the short layers and yada yada. So I style my shag in the middle part, so let's do that down the middle-ish. I can't see in the view camera. I'm trying not to comb it too much because I don't want to like ruin the curls that are underneath. That's why we brushed our hair out real good before this. We need to find our bangs. First, I think this is about it for me. Well, like the shorter parts, you know what I mean? If you wanted to use less heat, you could probably like wet your bangs a little and blow dry them to liking, so then you don't have to use the flat iron. So here's mine. They look quite long right now because they're greasy and I haven't cut them in a while. So for the center part, you want to leave them pretty straight, and then as you get further to the side of your head, that's when you want to curl under and pull the bangs to the side. My bangs are pretty straight right now, but for the sake of this video, I will do some. If you want to, you can do a little bump down. I don't, because for some reason they even like tilt to the wrong side sometimes. Okay, so you can see here, this is where they start to get long and kind of get in my face. So this is when I'll take my flat iron and curl under and then kind of pull to the side so I get this nice angle and curl It also can give a nice bump. We love volume. Let's see. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the side. You'll get a little bump. And once these are like, comb them out, they'll mesh a little better with these front bangs that we did. And then the next part to master the shag, I like, and I think most of the time, most shags are like towards your face and a lot of face framing. So that's why with all the face framing hair that we did curl before, we curled inwards. So we're still gonna do that with this top. You wanna find a balance between like a big piece of like framing, but also not so much that it's taking up like your whole fucking head. So here we have this. I'll use this for now. But we're just gonna curl under and do the same thing, but obviously it's gonna be a little more long because this part is blended into the rest of our head. And here we have this. Sometimes I like to straighten just the tip of it because it gives more of like a beachy wave rather than like a full huge curl. So this is the piece right behind the one we just did. And this is when we're gonna curl away. Just so this helps with getting a little more of a beachy wave, and then also helps with separating the curl. Because if you've noticed, when you have curls that are going in the same pattern, sometimes they can like hunk together and then you don't get the desired look that you want. And if you like, sometimes I like splitting up the top layer. For example, you can do smaller curls and just take these like more smaller sections. Do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. This is what I do. And if they're not tight enough, you can just twirl them around your finger while they're hot and put them into a desired shape that you like. And then at this stage, you can kind of like see if there's any straight pieces of hair sticking out. I think I did a pretty good job at like trying to find them while I was curling my hair. But when you do this, like if you have like a random straight piece, you're like, oh, missed her, let's curl her. It doesn't matter which way it goes. A shag is all about messy imperfection, so here's that. Let's do a little hairspray. Once again, use whatever you want. If you want to, you can like cup your hand around the curls and spray it so then it can give a little more volume, but let's do this top layer on the right side now. Let's clean these combs since they have 8 years of hair on them. Let me gather my supplies. Okay, now I don't like how my bangs look. Let me curl you under more. They just look a little flat. So this part in your routine is where you need to customize for yourself and your hair. So I need to stop moving my hair because it keeps getting in my lip gloss. Okay, this is where you need to think about like how your hair is. So my hair is very thin naturally, but then I bleach it on top of it, so it makes it extra thin and fragile. I like to use volumizing product. I also like to use things that have texture in them. So that's why I use a lot of dry shampoo. I even will use dry shampoo in my hair even after it's just washed and I'm styling it, just because dry shampoo gives like some sort of grit, like some texture. So I already did dry shampoo, but if you wanted to right now, you could put it at your scalp right here, focusing it where your hair actually gets greasy. Mine is like right here, and then at the nape of my neck all the way around. My hair doesn't hold a curl that well, and I should probably be using like a stronger hairspray, but I've just been using this, so do what you want. This is what I use though. This is what gets me my shaggy voluminous look, and it is this Super Dust. It's like in a volume and texture powder. I was given this by one of my hairdressers, so it's powder, obviously, like I just said. So to use this, I will take a comb, or sometimes I'll take my finger and I'll just do a little section and tap some product in. I don't use a lot because this goes a long way. And then I'll usually only do 2 or 3 sections on each side, just because you only really want to focus the volume on the top of your head for this look. And then, of course, do it to the other side. I'm not perfect with this either. Like, if you're a perfectionist, you probably shouldn't get a shag, because the shag is not about perfection. It is about intuition and messiness. So now that I have that dust or whatever in my hair, I'll go in and like massage it like this. and make sure you get in your scalp. You have to play with the product to get it working, and this is also going to help mess up your curls. Okay, now my ring is stuck in my hair. And so you can look how much fucking volume that gave me already. See, it's a little crazy, but that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna have to like mess up all the curls you did so then you can style it in the way you need. As you can see, it's still like a kind of a little flat right here. If you want to, you can add some powder, or you can go in and tease. I'm fine with it though. I kind of like it when it's like a butt crack, like all the hair. It's just like wonderful. After using my powder, I'll go in and hairspray a little just to trap that volume. And this is important. Get a fucking comb. I've been just using this brush and I'm like, whatever, but the brush will take away the curls. You need a comb. So go in with your comb, be gentle, and just start gently combing through the curls. Don't be harsh. Make sure they're still like that beautiful shape that you want. And let me do this side.
I didn't mention this, but do this when your hair is like cooled down, because if it's warm, then the curls will go away.
And then see, after you've combed out your curls, you can see what needs a fix-it. Like I already mentioned, this side is always my fucking bad side when it comes to doing my hair, and this curl completely wimped out, so just gonna comb it and go in and curl it again. I think that's a little better. And then just see what else you like. You know, play around. Do you like your shag more straight? Do you like it more wavy? Do you like it more curly? This is all personal preference, so I'm doing my hair how I like it. I kind of like it more of like a beachy wave, but of course you can do whatever you want. I think I'm gonna curl my bangs a little more. Nice, perfect. I'm pretty satisfied with this look. Yeah, you can see there's still like kind of more straight pieces, but I don't give a fuck. But if you did care, you can go ahead and touch on those again. Yeah, so that's how I styled my shag. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Pretty open to answering questions as long as you're not rude. But maybe if you are rude, I'll still answer it because I'm lonely and I like when people talk to me. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Peace.